Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Miranda and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did my hair and like how I dyed it, like this really pastel, rainbowy, prismatic, I don't really know what you'd call it, hair. It's something that I had done last summer and it's definitely one of my favorite colors to be able to have with platinum hair, and in my opinion it's really easy to do without any help, and it's a lot easier to do than the stereotypical like holographic hair where you take sections like horizontally and like paint a rainbow and like you line up every single section with each other. It's a lot easier than that, but still gives cutie pastel rainbow vibes. So yeah, if you want to see how I dyed my hair, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so first step is I'm going to put up half of my hair. The good thing about doing like a more holographic, like prismy pastel rainbow vibe is that I'm not going to worry about my roots, because that, when mixed with the other colors, it'll look like it's yellow, like a pastel yellow, and it will look intentional. I do still have some pink remains in my hair, so honestly I can just leave those parts as they are and they will blend in nicely. The colors that I am using for this is I have Arctic Fox's Pistachio, which is like a really light green. I have Lunar Tides. I don't know how much of this I will use. It's their pastel pink, just to make some pieces more vibrant. I have Pastel Coral, which would be like the orangey color. And then I have Pastel Iris, which is like a periwinkle, where it's not quite blue but not quite purple. And then my roots, of course, are the yellow. So I actually don't mind using my hands, and I don't feel like I need to use gloves when I do this type of color, just because they're all pastel. I really don't feel bad about getting color on my hands because it won't stain. I'm just gonna go around and put color sporadically in my hair. But yeah, pretty much this is all like just personal choice of like where you want certain colors to be and how vibrant. If you want this type of thing to last longer, you should go in with like neons or more vibrant, like bold colors, because as they wash out, they will turn pastel and they won't immediately like wash away, if that makes sense. I definitely would want to try like the prism hair, where like you actually paint like stripes of rainbow, and then over time not over time, but like when it's done, it literally looks like holographic, like movement. But if you definitely want something like low-key, not too commitment like, I feel like this is perfect. I actually haven't done this with the coral, so I am curious like how bright this is gonna be. I've used this color on my hair before, but I had mixed it. I don't think I've used it on my hair by itself, but I do think it'll be really pretty. I think it will be like a nice pastel, because it is pastel coral and not like, it's not supposed to be like a vivid. That's cute. And I think I'm gonna leave this by itself. It's like already. Sometimes when I do this, like last year when I was doing this, there were times where I just like completely neglected adding pink, and I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm so excited to have this hair again. Alright, so now that the bottom is done, I'm going to take out this clip and then re-section the very top. And again, like, listen, I have a warm overhead light too, so like, I feel like this looks way worse, like more yellow than it actually is. But again, given the prism, I don't mind. Plus, with the dye that I'm going to be doing soon, this is what I need. this layer, I'm basically just doing the same thing, just picking random pieces, putting all my colors on. I have them open and scattered. Then I am going to add a little bit of overtones blue just because it is different than the iris color, just to have a little variety. Because like I think once it's washed out, it will look different. Okay, then now that I finished that layer, I'm going to put up the top most shortest layers and do those last. And then for the very top layer of my head, I am going to be including Lunar Tides', this is Lavender Frost, just because with the yellow tone, I don't want any of these other colors to harm it, and like blue would turn this green, and I don't want that. At the very least, when this washes out, it will tone it and turn it white, which would be vibes. So the only places I'm going to be touching with the purple are going to be more yellowy pieces, like on the very, very top layer. So that is the vibe. Also for the top layer, I really don't do a whole lot. I probably will just do like tips of like really short layers. Like I'm not going to do whole strands, mostly just like the ends of it to keep my roots fresh. Alright, here is the hair. And again, like, usually I would not leave my roots like this, but with the projects that I have coming up, I wanted to do something without potentially ruining my base. I'm gonna leave this in for like 20 minutes and then wash it out. And I'll see you guys in a second, but for me it'll be tomorrow. But for you guys it'll be in a second with it styled, and we can see the final result. Okay, then as we all saw in the intro, since I started with this hair, this is the final result. I think it turned out really cute. Like I had said, if you want it to be more vibrant and to last longer, use bolder colors, just because this is as vibrant as this is ever going to be. As I wash it, it will only get lighter and fade more. But I think it's so cute. I love how the bangs turned out. Like I had said, like my roots being slightly yellow and like more of like a blonde versus like platinum white, I definitely think just add to the prism effect because it gives the pastel yellow that I didn't have to add in. And I think it's cute. It's really easy to touch up just because it's so quick, in my opinion. It really doesn't take a long time at all to do because you're just adding random streaks wherever you feel like it needs it. But I think she's so pretty. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I love you guys lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, love you, bye!